Do you know what traditional literature is?
No.
Okay. So it's like, those are stories passed on from generations. And you'll typically learn a lesson from it. So it's like Three Little Pigs and Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you name a tall tale hero? Tall tale is like traditional literature.
Robin Hood? Is it that one?
That one.
Like Johnny Appleseed or Paul Bunyan.
So can you name one?
No.
I feel like I need.
No.
I stole some of your thunder.
All right. Well, thanks.
right.
For traditional literature, do you know what it is? Like, do you know what traditional literature is?
For the most part.
Okay. So, like, what do you think it is?
Like classic books or
Yeah.
Yeah. So give an example or something.
do you want like a classic like children's literature book or
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know, like any like Dr. Seuss book, is that classic? I don't really know.
So kind of.
Kind of.
So traditional literature is like there's stories that have been passed down from generations. And they're,
Like fables
like,
and
fables.
folklore.
Exactly.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You got it.
So like I got you.
It's like Three Little Pigs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So what is the best lesson you've learned from a traditional literature story?
Oh gosh. Well, actually, when I was in elementary school, we did this like play with all the like fairy tales and fables and stuff together. So
Do you know what traditional literature is?
I believe so.
What do you think it is?
Traditional literature would be a common style written over a period of time.
Yeah, so like do you have an example?
We'll say like a fairy tale of some sort, like
Okay,
Hansel
yeah.
and Gretel.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what's the best lesson you've learned from traditional literature? As a child, maybe?
Really, don't talk to strangers, that whole thing. I mean, that makes sense to me.
As we do that right
As
now.
I do that, my whole work in life is to talk to strangers, so yeah. Lesson learned.
Well, that's great.
So what do you think the importance of realistic fiction is?
Education, educating.
Yeah. So, have you ever related to a specific character in a children's book, or do you ever remember having a character that you really connected to? No? Never?
A lot of characters I like, but no.
Yeah? Like, what's your favorite fiction book?
The Shack.
The Shack? Did you read that in elementary school, or
I read it
later in
a
life?
couple years ago.
A couple years ago? Awesome.
Yes.
What kind?
All kinds.
All kinds? Yeah, okay, well, what's your favorite poem?
My favorite poem? Probably Edgar Allan Poe. It's right at the tip of my tongue. Yeah. The word pecker.
And have you ever related to a specific character in a children's book?
yeah. I really like Olaf from Frozen. Oh, does it have to be a book or a movie?
A book would be nice.
No.
All right.
So, do you remember reading contemporary realistic fiction in school?
Contemporary realistic fiction in school.
Remember
I
reading
read
it?
everything in school.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I probably did.
do you have you ever do you remember relating to a specific character in a fiction book? Do you recall?
A fiction book, but I don't know if you would call it contemporary realistic fiction.
Okay, let's hear it.
So when I was a kid, I was enamored of Tarzan. Not very contemporary or realistic.
Okay, so you related to Tarzan.
I do.
But what do you think the importance of realistic fiction is within the classroom?
So you need to give me an example of what you mean by realistic
Okay,
fiction.
so realistic fiction is books that are essentially about humans. You know, you can relate.
Okay.
So they
It
have,
can, like it could actually happen.
yeah,
Actually happened, but they're
yeah.
fictional. Oh, I think it gives people a way to explore situations they might not in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
To the Hungry Caterpillar more than anything
That's
in
not
the world.
contemporary realistic fiction. Anyway, so do you know the 3 types?
Asking the question again. Okay. Have you ever related to a specific character in a children's book, and what made you connect to them?
This is incredible. Not because of my brute strength, but because of the chaos in her life with 2 children, and she's trying to run all over the place and keep the family together.
Okay, so we're talking about like the poetry genre. So do you know the 3 types of poetry and inference?
There's
Is it like haiku?
haiku. I know that one.
Okay, so
the only one I know.
it's coherence, elaborative, and global. But anyway, okay. And then what did you learn about poetry in school?
It doesn't have to
Rhymes.
rhyme to be great.
It doesn't have to be.
It can be freestyle.
Today we learned about what people do and don't know about traditional literature, poetry, and contemporary realistic fiction. It was fun celebrating our knowledge.